What were the old tropes about, menopause and midlife? It was mainly in the shadows, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It makes me think of there's a book out called Hot and Bothered, and I was reading it at the time that I was coming off of having frozen shoulder and in both shoulders. And it was, I don't know if anyone's had frozen shoulder, they could tell you how painful it was. And so she writes in the book that in like the 1850s, frozen shoulder was called, when women presented with frozen shoulder, it was called hysterical paralysis of the arms. So it has been a constant one long trope over the centuries. When women present to some of their physicians, they say, oh, I mean, you read Marian Adams' essay where she writes about being discredited, and she ended up
Hmm.
finally getting some help on the 14th or the 15th doctor. So it's unfortunate that this is a state where we still are. And Dina and I talk about how we hope that the narrative is changing and shifting since we're talking more about menopause and women's health, and there's so many people wanting to pass bills and change the healthcare system for us, but it has been a constant struggle through the centuries, right, for women to get their voices heard.